In this video, we're going to talk about how you can begin successfully freelancing leading into the new year. I've been a freelancer for over 10 years. It's given me flexibility in life to travel, to be my own boss, to set my own schedule. It's an incredible lifestyle and very rewarding. And I'm going to go over all the ways you can easily become a freelancer and do it successfully. Now, first step is going to be finding your niche. There's a few things you're going to want to look at, and you're going to have to do specific research based on the information and the path that you decide on. But the first thing is going to be finding a niche that has, one, a problem, two, something that is where you can easily find the clients that you're looking after. They're all in one area. They're easily able to track. Three, you're going to want to look for something that you have knowledge in and something that seems like play for you, but is difficult or seems like work to other people. So something that just comes effortlessly to you is going to be huge to make sure that you can stay consistent and stay on top of whatever it is that you need to do. That's when it comes to picking your niche. You're going to have to do research on it, but pretty much anything you can think of, you can turn into freelancing in some way. If you like cooking, you can be a private chef. If you like video and photography, you can be a videographer/photographer. And it's going to be finding the specific niches that actually where the client has a budget that they're able to pay you. So not just working for anyone, but going after a specific niche with a budget. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to have to create a portfolio. You're going to want to have your own website, and you're going to want to have a portfolio on social media. What if you've never had a client before? You're going to create what we call in the video world spec work, or a mock shoot, where you create work as if you've done it for someone else, but you just do it to have something to show off. So let's say you want to be a graphic designer. You'll create a website as if it's for a client and place on your website as if you did it for someone else, just so you can prove your talent and your skill in specific workplace. So creating, or for video, you create a mock shoot. Let's say you want to do sportswear. You create a mock shoot for Nike and you throw that on your portfolio to show this is what I'm capable of. And it looks like this is a client that I've worked with in the past. No one's going to ask, did this person actually pay you? No. You go and you just put that on your website as if it's something that you've done in the past, and you showed proof of concept. It's not like you're being misleading. You show that this is the work I'm capable of doing. Do you like this? Cool. We can work. On social media, you're going to want to post often as well. I would recommend choosing one social media and for 100 days posting straight to find out, okay, what type of content works well? What does the audience want to hear from me? And when you're posting content, don't do it to impress your other contemporaries. Instead, you want to create helpful content for the clientele base that you're going after. Now, how do we get our first clients? We can do outreach, where we can do cold outreach, where we're reaching out to people and we're sending cold DMs, cold emails, cold calls. You can do warm outreach, where you're going to your social circle and you're saying, hey, I do this kind of work. Do you know anyone that's interested in this service? And often they'll be like, oh, hey, actually, I'm interested in this. I didn't realize you were doing that. So going after your social circle is huge. Warm outreach. Next thing you're going to do is posting content to social media like we talked about before, 100 pieces in 100 days on whatever social media platform you choose. And lastly, you're going to want to do networking events. Going to networking events can be good. What I found to be most helpful for me in my life is actually throwing networking events. Going to different Facebook groups and networking with people in your circle. And oftentimes when they can't do a gig, they'll throw a gig your way. You can learn from them. You guys can share notes on what's working for you and what isn't. So throwing networking events and being the person that's at the focal point of whatever value is being brought by bringing all these people together is huge. Lastly, working with agencies, reaching out to agencies and doing work for them is huge because they always have a massive flow of clients coming in and out. So working with agencies, and if you show up on time, you're professional, you get the work done, and you're good with whatever client they recommend you to, they'll keep sending work your way. Most of my consistent work has come through other agencies. Now, the most important part of being a freelancer is retaining your clients. It's not just getting new clients and making one transaction. It's how can I have this person for 10 years, a consistent client relationship. And the way to do this is by satisfying the customer, by making sure that one, they enjoy their time with you. Two, that you get your projects in quickly. You make it as easy for them as possible, where they need to do as little work as possible, and you lead the whole interaction. And just at the end of the day, that they're happy with the final product. Client satisfaction and retaining your clients, you only need 4 or 5 clients that are consistently paying you on a retainer. Going after retainers instead of one-time transactions is going to be huge, and the only way to do this is to develop a relationship and to follow through and show up with the work that you said you would get done. Next thing, payment. You're going to want to do research in whatever niche you decide on. You're going to go through YouTube and look at what normal rates are for this. You'll find this online very easily, and you're going to want to find some type of invoice creation and a contract creation each time. And it's very important that you're very clear with the deliverables, what you're going to deliver to the client. What I often would do is I would do 50% upfront to set the date aside, and then the other 50% when the project is at completion. That's why it's so important that you have very clearly laid out in your contract and invoice what you're going to be delivering. Let's say it's for a video project, 3 short form videos, 1 long form video, and once those are completed, the rest of the payment is set through. Because if you don't clear, you just say, oh yeah, we're going to do a video shoot today, and it's very general and vague, you're going to end up in a situation where maybe they keep on adding more edits because you didn't specify, okay, it's 3 shorts, 1 long. Being very clear about the deliverables and what they can expect and what the look is going to be, or whatever could lead to miscommunication later on, is discussed about beforehand, is going to be key. So this is how you start as a freelancer. Remember, client satisfaction, retaining the client, being quick with returning whatever deliverables you talked about, and being communicative throughout the whole process is the most important part. And you really want to be the best in your field. You want to make sure that you're consistently educating yourself and you're getting better and honing in on your skills. So you're making sure that you're just someone that can deliver on their word and wow the client, and you will be set for life.